So this will be an interesting meeting tonight. I first met Mr. and Mrs. B a little over a year ago now, and we actually struggled to get them the money for their first investment property. Mr. B is self-employed, paid himself about $80,000 a year, and Mrs. B works for Queensland Health, and she was about $80,000 a year also, but PAYG. Now, we struggled because we got a low valuation on their place, but they also had a $12,000 personal loan, 6 grand in credit cards, a few other bits and pieces around that they were paying off. Now, we did manage to get them their first investment property. We set them up with an offset account, haven't put everything into that. The investment property allowed Mr. B to be able to pay himself a little bit more without paying more tax. So what a difference a year makes. Now we're in a situation where we're talking about adding three more investment. Yes, I said that right. Three more investment properties. That's using, we're using their super. We're also using their personal funds. And we actually got a better valuation on their home a year later. And also the investment properties come up a little bit as well. So we're about to do a pretty good presentation with these guys. I think they're going to be really happy. Yeah, well, as you would expect, that went exceptionally well. I mean, that was a fun meeting to do. I'm going in after a year ago. We sort of struggled to get that first property, and now I'm saying, well, look, your portfolio of your home and one investment property, which is worth maybe $1 million, we're now going to go from a $1 million portfolio to a $2.5 million property portfolio in one step. So of course that was accepted well. I mean, these guys are probably still going to work 10, 15 years. I mean, the growth that they will see over that time will be phenomenal. And really, there's nothing required from them. They're not putting in any money. They're not contributing anything at all. So yeah, it went well. So yeah, of course we're proceeding, and the next step will be for us to go out and find some really good properties for them.